Hey there, lads and lasses. This here, of course, is Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. It is Friday. It is a little bit past 11 and a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that can only mean that it's time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Slideshow. All right. What do we have planned today? Let's log on and just get started. Let's roll right into it. No one on the server at the moment. I think OPG was on a little bit earlier today. But other than that, I have not been on myself because I've been busy working on, in my solo world, generations, and I've been working on a drowned farm in there. And so I've been kind of interested in that at the moment. And procrastinating once more on my main build for Buffooncraft. Procrastinating. I don't know why I'm procrastinating so much on it, but undeniably I am doing that very thing. And I shouldn't be because I'm then going to be complaining about not having enough time. So what I've been doing lately is hanging out in the rain on my soggy mushroom island. I've been raiding trial chambers, and then I've gotten Sage to raid trial chambers, and he's gotten Lux to raid trial chambers, and we're all raiding trial chambers. Wow, very difficult to speak today. Yeah, so I guess that's what we're all into right now while we procrastinate on our builds. um, I I think it was last Buffooncraft stream. Um, Sage and I came a little too close to the trade hall here while we had the ominous um, bad omen on us, and it didn't look like we set off a raid here. I can't zoom up on my own face, but apparently we did, and it wiped out two of the trade halls. The farmer's hall behind me was completely obliterated, and iron farm, the iron farm, no, not the iron farm, the iron hall right behind me here was also obliterated. Thank God the librarians were okay, and the clerics, they're okay, yeah. But the librarians are really time consuming to replace. So, but I restaffed both of the halls, and we should be okay now. So in raiding these trial chambers, I have a raiding kit that I put together for that. Um, bucket of milk or two is now standard with that. Yeah, so whenever I leave, I'll make sure I have some of that with me. Wow, I cannot speak today. Um, let's do this. Now, I don't think I've converted these guys over, have I? Yeah, I guess I have. These guys, though, no, I have not. I don't think I have. Have I? No, some of these guys haven't even been brought up to their full trades yet. Some of them have. Some of them have not. So we do have this kind of work that needs to be done. But I don't know if I'm going to bother with that during the stream. If I get enough folks in viewing right now, then I'll consider it, especially if folks haven't seen how the trade hall works, because it's so much fun to watch that thing go. But I think we're okay for now. So what I'm trying to get hold of out of the trial chambers is a mace, which I already have, but then I want to get the wind burst enchantment level 3. And from what I understand, you can only get wind burst level 1. and there's only a 5.5% chance of getting one of those to drop. And so the only way we can get level 3 is to combine them. So we need 4 Windburst level 1 books. 4 of them. I have 2 so far. So we would combine 1 and 1 to get 2, 1 and 1 to get 2, and then 2 and 2 to get 3. Lone Star! How you doing, Lone? So that's what I've been thinking of doing lately. I'm good, and how are you? I'm a bit flustered today. Cognition-wise, I'm struggling. Kachi is still on spring break, so we're good there. We don't have to drive to school and back every day, so that's good. But cognitively, it's a little bit of a struggle today. Other than that, though, not bad. Not bad. How about yourself? Are you off from work or on from work right now? Off work, yes, nice. Let's take a ride back. This thing is going to have to be moved quite soon. Ye old villager breeder. That's going to have to be moved. And I'm thinking of putting it maybe right around here. Over there we've got the bee farm. Been spending time on my interior. Ah, nice. So the first portion in the main portion of my main build, God, speaking, it's going to be right out there in the water. Not the Blackstone pylon, but you can probably see just beyond it. There's a little dirt pylon out there in the water. Right about there. And that's where the main build is going to go. Just see it. Yeah. It's right out there. And then depending on how that goes, if I ever get myself started on it, then I'll decide maybe 3 other pieces and then maybe 11 other pieces. I'm not sure. Let's see what we have. So we can go raid another trial chamber. We can always do that because that's fun to watch. So let's gear up for that. Let me see. Netherite head to toe. That's critical. Let me see. Good tools are all in there. Let's gear up here. Yeah, see, plenty of buckets of milk this time. We ain't fooling around. We only have 1 bad omen bottle. I mean, that should be all we should need for a stream, but more spoils of battle, more spoils of battle. What else? Okay. These are my adventuring kits for when we have events, and I don't want to risk my good armor on that, so I have a couple of kits ready to go. Let me see. I did one last week and didn't change out my gold helmet and did fine. Yeah, they're good. I'm not saying you have to do it this way. It's just the way I do it. I like netherite from head to toe. That way I can take a lot of hits. Let's see. Here we go. Let me see. I usually carry a lot of ladders with me. I'm good there to drop down into any shafts. I still have plenty of ominous trial keys, and these are really the only ones I'm interested in because from the ominous vaults, they're the only ones from which you can get the books. So 28 is divisible by 7, so we can get some more ladders. Here we go. The other thing I don't want to do is go around and raid all of the trial chambers that are in the immediate area because I want to leave some pristine for the other buffoons. So we can do that. It was with Sage, so if you're going alone, probably... Yeah. Well, I don't know. Sometimes, depending on who you're with, you might want the full netherite. But Sage is good. Sage has this down now, so... Sometimes you get in a friendly fire situation. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. With some players. Okay, so we have this. We have this. Let's do a little bit of sleeping. I think I'm okay. I think I'm ready to go. Let's get some quartz. So I'm going to do chunk base right now. Just to save some time for the stream. And I also want to get trial chambers that are away from everybody else's bases, so we can do that. Fuck. All right, let me do this. Yeah, I realize I'm doing this off of on my other display, but there would be lots of friendly fire with Lux. Yeah. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for the seed for the Buffooncraft server, which is right here. Season tools, server details, right here. Text right into there. Oh, we could just do that too. Wow, that is kind of weird. All right. Wow, it is not letting me do this at all. Okay, yeah, it's not letting me enter. Okay, I will enter the seed in. I'm trying to cut and paste the seed in, but it's not letting me do it. There's an auto thing in here. Okay, I got it. Good Lord. Yeah, here it is. And again, I realize you guys can't see this on camera right now. Just give me a moment to set this up, because I really just need the number. Biomes, treasure, ravine, desert wall. Let's click off all of this stuff I'm not interested in. There, we can do that. Just get the trial chambers. Make sure we select terrain. Zoom in on our island base. Island adventure. And let's go try one. I want to stay away from Nova's base. But just in case he wants to raid a few of those. But I can grab this one down here. I've not been to this one yet. All right, we have coords. And let me do this. I'm going to put this up in the chat. And I'm going to say maybe negative, and I'll round it. Well, no, let's put exact. 625y for 4665, like that. That way we have those in there. Good to go. I pull Twitch back up like this. And we're off. Another thing I'd like to do is make a decent farm out of that coral farm. I'm thinking of digging a tunnel in through the side here, making it at water level like that. That would be really cool. But we do need the warm ocean biome. So there is that to consider. Now I have a rough idea of where I'm going, and then we can just dial it in as we get close. There's the goat farm. And there's the iron farm. There's some mushies. There's a mushi taking a bath in the ocean there. I wonder if we'll see any iron golems being ejected. Probably. If we pass close enough to it to render it in, we probably see some. Where's Bubbles right now? There he goes. Bubbles is going up the chute. And he's at level 1. We should see an iron golem get ejected off of there. Maybe. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Something's up with ye old iron farm. I don't know why I'm saying ye old all of a sudden, but something's up with that. Maybe sometimes the beds need to be reset on that. Other times, if the night hasn't gone by since I've logged on and entered the chunk, you need to let the night, let them sleep at night. If they haven't slept yet, then they won't start spawning them in. Best iron farm ever. Thank you, sir. Ye old Thunderhand. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they probably haven't slept through the night yet, because when I logged onto the server, it was daytime. So they need at least one night to be able to sleep in order for it to engage. All right, we should be down off of this Showa. And we're looking at what? About roughly negative 1,600, positive 4,600, somewhere around there. Yeah, so we need a westwardly course. Ye old Thunderhand. Has a kind of ring to it. Nice chill day on the Buffooncraft server. I really have to get on with the main build, though. New stream, name next season. Ye old Buffooncraft stream. What am I missing there? Ye old Thunder. Okay. This may be one of the first trial chambers I've raided on land in quite some time. Maybe. I thought the map looked like it was just off the shore. Okay. Positive 4665. Okay. Inward a little bit right there. And then what did I have here? 1625. So I'm a little bit over. Then it's what, this way? This way a little bit? Nope, other way. Wow, it's really close to the shore. Yeah. This is it. Right here. Wow, we get lots of sand. And lots of gravel. So usually I like to do something like this. Just in case somebody else wants to use this trial chamber, I kind of set it up for them. Best I can. Okay, there we go. Like that. And let me see, how else do I want to do this? If I swim up like that and get myself some air. And then, let me see here. I think this is the level I want to be at. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one. All right, so we can make a little camp like right here. Like that. There we go. Like this. Like that. Let me see. I think I can water bucket up there, knock a hole in, make a water stream down. There we go, like this. Replenish our water, like that. Do this like this. There we go. So I like to have this like water shaft here. This makes things a little easier. And then dropping the shaft down into the trial chamber. I like to go to the nearest 10s. It just makes it easier to find. There we go. 10 in that direction. Then 10 in this direction. There we go, like this. All right, so we'll make the shaft right here. Drop hole will be right there. Okay, this is good. So I like this kind of chamber just to get things started. Just clear out an area for people to set their beds and stuff if they want to. Then when I get down to trial chamber, I'll usually make some sort of like station there or something so folks can set their bed and do things like that. Fuck. I didn't know we were this close to the water. That should have been obvious, though. Suppose. Because I think that's good enough. Like this. Let's get a little bit of light in here, shall we? It's killing my eyes right now. Like that. There we go. How much stone do I have? Enough to make a nice stone floor in here. Of course, I should not be concerned with aesthetics at this point, but I'm just having fun. That should not have done that. That should have done that instead. There we go. Now we've got our nice column of water. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you can go swimming back up to the surface right there. And I usually leave my boat up there as a marker. Let's do this. Let's get some ladders. And we shouldn't have to go down quite that far, but let's see what we got here. That's not the one for which I'm looking, nor is that. This is, though. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. That should be plenty of ladders. Let's head on down, shall we? And then see if we can find any of the tuff or copper. Now, sometimes these trial chambers can get down as deep as -40 into the deep slate. But they usually average somewhere between -20 and -40, but their upper structures can be pretty far up here. So we shouldn't have to go that far down. Knock on wood. Ugh. Garvel. I hate this stuff. Alright, good opportunity to get rid of some stuff in the inventory, though. Ah, hands, please. Yeah, the other buffoons are all for digging stairs for some reason. And I never do that. I do the shaft with the ladders. Oh, I hear lava and running water. Yep. Oh, that looks kind of treacherous. All right, let's get down there. Let's find out what's going on. Okay, well, I don't see any trial chambers. Let's go take care of that. And also, we'll take care of this. There we go. Let's wait for that to subside. And let me see. Let's continue our shaft right here. We'll do that. Wow, am I off? Did I put the... thunder. Place. Yeah, I never would have done anything as stupid as that if I weren't on stream. I'm a little concerned that we're down into the deep slate levels and we haven't seen anything yet, but we're only at -5, so there's still a ways to go. And I guess I should have lit up that cave a little bit. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. All right. Let's break into the chamber and let's see. Okay, so we're above one of the rooms here. I think -21 is a good layer. Let me see. 50 from 20, that's going to be 30, and then 1 from 9 is going to be 8, 38. I think we can pick a better one than that. Maybe if I go up by 2. Yeah. So let's go up to -19. Just give ourselves a little bit of room just in case there are some other features that are a little bit higher up here. We'll make our base room right here. All right. This is good. So let me see. E, R, sans, like this. E, R, sans, R, sans, like that. And then E, R, sans, like that. Okay, this is good. Okay. Now let's get some light here. There we go. Just make ourselves a little staging area room here, a little ready room. Plus, again, if the other players want to raid this, they've got a system all set up here. Ooh, diamonds. I shouldn't be concerned with aesthetics, but somehow I am. I'll get those diamonds. I'll get them. Like this. Done and done. All right. Let's get this glittering goodness here, shall we? Okay, it's a relatively small blob, but that's all right. There's some redstone, too. Don't mind if I do. Of course, we don't really need redstone, thanks to Supernova Relic. Okay, I think we're good here. A couple of things to do. Let's slap a bed down, do the spawn. Let's set this here just for the moment. Now, I should have brought some chests with me. I think I did. Well, I'll use 2 of these. Let me see. Is this... And this still has room for gear in it, so I'll keep this one out here. Let's put these excess ladders back. Let's see. Diamonds can go right in there. Let's do something, something like, let's move this off to the side just in case. And let's put all this in here like that. Okay, that's good. I feel lighter already. All right, and this I'll usually keep in my offhand like that. Need this with my trial keys. Think I'm all set. I always bring some dirt in there with me, though. Always. Yeah, 4 stacks should be plenty. There's our chamber. We're going to need... we are going to need... enough of these to climb back up. Yeah, we are going to need that, aren't we? All right. And I won't do the bad omen yet. Oh, that's not good. Got some husky fellas. Usually it lets me place the ladders even though I'm right on it. That's kind of weird. But, all right, if that's what you want to do. These guys are no problem at all. Bye-bye. Yeah, their spawner is right there. Ha! Please, I'm building. Here we go. All right, and then I'll usually do something here to mark this out. Like that, so it's easy to see, right? Lets everybody know, hey, this is the way back up. Done and done. Let's get rid of that. Do a little bit of this. All right, let's take a swig, shall we? Let's go kick some butt. Wow, our bow is really down there. Ha! Then, we can do something like that to help things out a little bit. Go attack it from the other side. These guys, I'm not too afraid of them. It just makes it go a little quicker. There we go. Something like that. Look at this guy. He made the trip. And then I'll make some paths across here. Yeah, okay, I see you. I see you. Now, Sage likes to shut down these spawners so he can take them like one at a time. You could just take some blocks and encase them in solid blocks, and that prevents the spawns. And sometimes I have to do that. If there's a rather tight room, but it's got up to 3 spawners in it. Yeah. All right, so one of these dudes is lingering somewhere down here. So let's go find out where he is. But in doing so, we're just going to activate some more of these. There he is. Come to Papa. Really, make up your mind. Done and done. So if I appear like I'm going at this quite recklessly, it's because I have the netherite armor from head to toe. Yeah, I don't have to be quite so conscientious. All right, so this one's done. And we have a trial key. Nice. All right, so it looks like we only have 1 spawner on this level. All right, let's go around. Let's collect anything inside the pots. Usually I'll clear out these pots like this, but I don't think there are any books in any of these. So I mean, it just makes it easier to fight these baddies if you're not tripping over this kind of stuff. The decorated pots I like to keep. Especially the ones with the designs on them. Because they're getting the shards, that's difficult. I'll usually leave the barrels there. Ugh, just lit myself on fire. Yeah, that's what you don't do. Don't light yourself on fire, folks. We don't need emeralds. We've got the most powerful trade hall on the server, so we're good there. I think I'm okay with this level. Oh, no, we have a couple on this side. Like that and that. But I think we're good now. Yes, we are. And I don't think there's anything along the upper level here. Sometimes there's some side doors here that lead to some cool stuff. But not this time. But there's a trial vault over there. We can go test our luck on that right away. Let's go bridge on out over to that. Of course, I went and I put torches where I need to build. But we can do something like this. This is why I like to bring lots of dirt with me. I like to do a lot of bridging. Like this. And then I'm thinking we can step on down to that level. Like that. And we're good. All right. Let's roll. Ugh. Again, only a 5.5% chance. It's so low. All right, let's mark that one. We've already done it. We can go drop off our goodies now. like this. I think that's good. That's good enough. And good. Now we can go attack the rest of the chamber. Let's drop off some things. We don't need that. We don't need that. Ooh, enchanted gapple. We'll keep that. Let's head on down to the floor level. We've probably overlooked some things down here. I guess the way down is right with these ladders here on the back. Yeah, okay, so we have some items here. We have some doors that we can look at there. All right. And again, you know, I'm just breaking through this stuff just to keep it out of the way. Just makes it easier to fight if you're not tripping over these things. Okay, that's good. I don't think there's anything back here in these back rooms. The back rooms. Okay, there's a way through here into a different chamber. So we need to note that. And, you know, once more, let's just unload these goodies here for other players if they're interested. Give them some stuff with which they can build. Okay, that's good. I didn't think there was anything. Well, the scaffolding, I guess. Another side door. We'll check out these side doors. Anything down on the lower level here? I don't think so. Look at that. Oh, well, we have these. Right. There we go. That. That. Okay, I think we're good. All right, now where to go next? There should be some chambers back here, but these should not be, should not have any spawners in them. And I don't think that there will be any, oh, okay. Sometimes these structures, you know, you get used to being in them and it's like you think you know what's going to happen and they're a little bit different. And that's cool. All right, let's see what's at the bottom of this spiral staircase down here. Let me see. Does this lead to another chamber? No. All right, some wind bursts and stuff. I think I'll leave those there for other players if they'd like them. And I'll usually leave the door open to remind myself I've been down there. And then this one's probably a similar thing. It probably only has a chest at the bottom. Yeah. Nope, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I shouldn't get excited over this because you can only get those from the vaults. You can't get them from chests. So, all right. We're good there. And we're good there. Now, we have two ways in which we can proceed, and I'm going to proceed this way. So we'll take on this chamber next. And we need to mark this. Will let us know this is our way out. And this might have the baby zombies. Yes, here they come. Baby zombie. That'll help slow them down a little bit. Well, it doesn't slow them down, but... All right. Oh, wow, we're taking some hits from these dudes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that hasn't happened in a long time. All right. Let me do a little bit of moderation here. Yeah, bye-bye. No soliciting. None. None, 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 none. Now, the dangerous thing is they're going to have my stuff. So we got to be careful with that. But that's okay. Because we can do this. This is going to be bad news for you guys. You're not going to like this. But I want my things back. Okay, there's my stuff. Good, I got him. I want my things. Wow. These guys are tough. Look at that little so-and-so right on me. All right. Let's switch out the gear. Looks like I got most of my stuff back, I think, right? And I had a shield and I didn't even use it. That's how lax I get with this armor. Right, take that, would you? There's my turret. All right, one of the things we can do is make a bottleneck. That's kind of important. Good. There it is. So no more baby zomboids. Now here's something you probably want to disable. That you probably want to do the sage thing with that instead of setting the fire. Let's get rid of the things we don't need. I don't need a strength potion. I'm fine. Although, I don't know. Maybe I should have done that. Let's leave some food for others. Right. There's probably going to be some spawners on those lower levels, right? Maybe? Maybe not? No, we're good. Now again, when I'm nuking these things, I usually like to take this stuff out. I'm thinking that's not my good pickaxe. There we go. And then okay. We'll go and we'll drop off our gear. Wow, I haven't died in one of these trial chambers in quite some time. I'm just removing these because it makes it a little quicker. A little quicker. I find it a little easier to fight this way. Those baby zomboids. Yeah, let's give them some building blocks. That should be good enough. And again, I'm only really interested in the trial vaults, the ominous vaults. Come on, I deserve a book for that, man. Ark! Again, only a 5.5% chance for one book. I have 2 of them so far. All right, I think I'm finished here. Right? Nothing else down here. I think well, we got a couple of pots here. So whenever I break the pots like this, you guys have been seeing, I take the stuff inside and I put it like in a chest or something for the other players. I don't need wind bursts or emeralds or anything like that, so I'm good. I just keep the clay pot. Those are hard to come by. All right, let's drop off our goodies. Did I mark this one? Yes, I did. Good. That baby zombie. What a little son of a beetroot he was, huh? All right. Yeah, usually if I'm not too far into the chamber, then I will come back and drop off my stuff each time. That way I don't lose it. These are pretty much the same. Let's do that. I want to keep this guy with me, although Silk Touch, that's not one. Touch, Fortune 3, yeah, well, we'll pack that there. We'll do this, and I'm getting a little distracted by the fact that I don't have enough torches. So let's put the torches back. Start a new pack of those. Not that I really use them a lot in here, but all right, let's drop off our goodies. What we have, this and this. Let's get that in the offhand. Yeah, I like to keep that ready in the offhand too. Oh, hands, please. Like this, like this. I usually don't need a shovel down here, but let us do this. You guys can see where I keep that in the offhand right there. Okay, there we go. Moving on. No scroll. Moving on. You know what might be a good thing to do, though? Is the ones I've already defeated, to block those ones in. Because if I'm taking too long, which I always do, then they'll reactivate. And that's not too big of a problem, but it's just kind of a waste of time. So I'll tell you what, I'm at the halfway point of the stream already, which is kind of bizarre. I'm going to log off the server, and I will run a 3-minute ad break, and I will be right back. And we're back. We should be in standing mode. All right. There we go. Switch back over to the display scene. Let's log back in after our ridiculous death. Can't believe we had a death there, but whatever. Like I said, I think you can tell I'm slightly off today cognitively. Let's go take out this room. I don't know why I'm saying single syllable words with 2 syllables lately. Oh, we've got breezy boys. That means we're going to have to figure out a way to get topside. They're going to start up soon, right? Oh, this is a pretty small room, though. Huh? Why do I not have the ominous potion? Why is nothing starting? We don't have the ominous potion. That means we're not going to get... Wow, and I only have the 1. Usually that doesn't dissipate when I log off. When I log back on, it will be in the same level of ominous potion, Bad Omen 5, as before. That's odd, because that means I'm sunk, because that's the only Bad Omen 5 potion I have. And that means going back on out and getting more. I mean, you know, I'm just stalling for time at this moment, you know, while I'm procrastinating from my from my build. So, you know, it's not like I'm really crushed by the fact that I don't have it, but it does kind of suck a little bit. I guess we can go get it. Let me see. How am I geared up here? I'm okay to fight some pillagers. And actually, I'm far enough south where I'm not too far away from the Bad Omen farm. That I began, although it's not completed, and so that makes it a little bit difficult to get. It's not difficult, it's just a little time consuming. Let me see, my boat is up here. And, you know, just to make these falls a little less, these columns a little less treacherous for some of the other players. Do a little something like this to make it a little safer for them. Not everybody likes the ladders, I guess. Which is why they dig the stairs. But both literally and metaphorically. Put some light here just so it makes it a little easier for them to see the water down below. The entrance. And let me see, if they're searching for that, they should be able to see that, right? Okay, nearest portal, I think, is my island. And since I'm not sporting any Bad Omen, I should be okay. Let's head on back home. See, home. Why am I doing that? Stop, Thunder, stop. Then we'll just take a little jump. Actually, Nova's portal is a little bit closer than mine. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but you just stay right where you are, creepies. You too, Spidey. And just double and triple checking that I don't have that Bad Omen on me before I go over to Nova's place. I don't think he has it. much going on with the way of villagers over there right now. I know he does have his iron farm there. Oh, well. I don't know. Actually, I think my portal may be closer. It's not north to south, but it is east to west. So, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Let me reset the playlist. I can hear that drown underneath there right now. Gurgling away down there. Home sweet home. Actually, now that it's nightfall, we should be able to see some golems being processed. Where's Bubbles? Looks like he's over at level 1. Yeah. Something's up though. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's see. Let's go get ourselves some Bad Omen 5. And I don't think it'll be that big of a deal to go get that. Again, you know, my Bad Omen farm isn't complete by any stretch. In fact, I don't know, maybe that's probably what I should have worked on during the stream. But I figured a trial chamber raid would be a little bit more fun to watch. Is that where Huxley is? Hey, Hux. Yeah, there he is. He's over here. That's why I have 2 of the ordinary cows here, is for the milk. To dispel the bad omen. Restaffing that trade hall is not fun. Although I'm very fortunate with it was the farmers and the iron hall. And it wasn't that librarian hall. That would have really sucked. Nova did a bang up job finishing the tunnel here. And you know what? Let's get this out of our left hand. This is going to cause some problems. Where did I... There it is, up ahead. Now, sure, we're in the nether and we're not wearing any gold, but we should be fine. Should being the key word there. And it's just right on over here. It's not that far away, actually. Two hours later. And it should be right down here. Yep, here we are. Here's the welcoming committee. We just need that Bad Omen 5, boys. And that might be it right there, because the... All right, let's see if we got it. Nope, that's just regular Bad Omen. That's the not so bad Bad Omen. Hey, one thing I did learn though is that if there's a banner just floating on the ground there, one of these dudes may pick it up. There's a chance that they'll pick it up and become a captain. I've not seen that happen yet, but from what I understand, yeah. Now the idea here is there's a zone around the pillager tower in which only pillagers can spawn. And so you can optimize this to make a spawn platform, which is what I've been starting here, right? And so you can control where they spawn, and then therefore you can make some way of drawing them all into a certain spot and then whacking them, right? And then you get your, now you can see we have Bad Omen 3, Bad Omen 4, and oh, there we go. We already have one. Nice. Let us continue, shall we? Whack 'em, boys! Yeah. All right, so back up here. And so you can see that's just a momentary delay. Because this is Buffooncraft, people. Out of Bad Omen 5? Oh, we have a fix for that. I just didn't think I would lose to Bad Omen when I logged off. That was strange. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I don't recall having that happened. Having that have happened? Had happened? Oh, English! The Berla. Unberla. Och. Okay, so we're here. Then we need to go down here. Hey. I forgot pressure plate activated. That's funny. These are decorative buttons, people. They're not for the trying to think if there's a portal that's closer to that area down there. I don't think there is. I mean, I could take Nova's portal and it'll bring me southward a little bit more, but it will also bring me eastward a little too much. I'm not sure if I can run directly across from the island over land faster than I can boat around, but I'm going to try this. I could have taken Huxley out to the iron farm and then launched off from there, I guess. So I guess I should finish up that Bad Omen farm, but you know what I should really do? Is work on my main build. That's what stop procrastinating, Thunder, just do it. My mantra nowadays has changed from when I was a younger man. Changed from the conditional statement, if it feels right, do it, to the inverse of that statement, which is also true. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. So what did we say? Negative 1625, positive 4665. Oh, it's not going to be in the chat, right? If we can get on that negative 1625 and just go south until we hit land, that's because it was right on the shore. So there is that. We'll just lose a little bit of our north to south, or gain a little bit. So no big deal. No big deal. And actually I think we're doing pretty good. It's probably 4625 or 4665. I think it's 4665. So I think we were right off the shore here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. See it right now. Right there. And we're back. So see, that didn't take too long, right? So let's get down here. I can hear bones breaking somewhere. Yeah, I have to light up that cave. That's a little treacherous. Let's see. All right, so I'm heading back down in there. There's my ominous potion. I've got this. I've got this. I think I'm all set, right? So let's take a swig of the good stuff. I think that's going to make a good screenshot. Launch it. All right. Let's get to work, shall we? Now, we were in that windburst. Windburst. You know, that chamber. We were in that one. If I were smart, I'd extend this down to the floor, but we all know the folly in that presumption. Okay, we already did this one, right? Yeah. And we were at the end of the hall down here. Yes. All right. I'm back. Bad Omen 5. Here we go. And look, here comes the welcome wagon. Why, they've come out to greet me. How kind. All right. And you know, we should... Probably wouldn't hurt to, like, block this one off a little bit and just make a choke point here. There we go. Oh, wow. That one ended quite quickly. Oh, maybe it did. Okay. And let's just take them out, like, right here. Now, you can't... Well, maybe not. You can't shoot these guys with the arrows because they deflect the arrows right back at you. So you would think ranged weapons would be the best deal here. Yeah, it's not. Ha! Ran right into my sword. Come on. Bring it. You can juke them a little bit. Okay. Oh, no, we still have one up there. Where did you go? There he is. Oh, I see you. Ha! All right. Are you finished now? And all that for a piece of steak. And... Is there a vault in here? There might be on those upper levels, right? Okay, we're going to need a way up there, and I think I've got a good way here. Let's just do something like this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, dear. Okay, well, there is that to consider. And we do have a whole other upper level. Look at that, would you? Now, we could go toe-to-toe with these guys, which is probably the best thing to do. Wow, how did you get over there? Oh, they used my ladder. Oh, that's cute. Okay. We need a bit of a break. There we go. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. I hadn't considered that. So what I'll usually do is after I do a room like this, I'll bring these up to the same level. Let's give our other players the food if they need that. Come and get it. Ha. And let me see. He's still doing that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, these guys, as far as slugging it out bow to bow with them, it's usually not a good idea. Okay, we're good. And this is where that netherite armor comes in pretty handy. Like that. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Cha-ching. Okay, this is good. And then do that over there. Yeah. Okay. Now again, we don't want to set this thing off a second time. So let's do that. And no vault up here. I'm disappointed. We'll build a way over for our friends. But there's really nothing in here of any interest to them. Yeah, no vault. Not cool. And again, let's do this. Yeah, we don't need 2 stairways up here. 1 should do it. That sucks. I am not impressed. All right, and I always like to mark the way out too. Let's do that. And I think this is a very small trial chamber. I don't think there's any other rooms. I don't think there are any other rooms. I don't see any. This may be like a really small one. I don't like mobs climbing ladders. Yeah, I think this is it. I mean, how disappointing is that? This is just a little one. Unless I missed a door there or something that... I may have overlooked somehow. Here's the good stuff. Because if that's the case, I'm just going to go back and work on the Bad Omen farm for the rest of the stream because we're already at 12:31. We have 29 minutes left of the stream. It kind of sucks to waste this Bad Omen, but if we're going to work, if we need Bad Omen, we should work on that Bad Omen farm, right? So... this was a very disappointing trial chamber. Not cool. There. Okay. I should take a quick run through this just to make sure I didn't miss any passageways, doors, anything like that. But Pretty sure I hadn't. Let's go have a look. So nothing on this upper level, right? Nothing over here. Right, and then we have this secondary level here. We do have the two side doors, but they didn't seem to lead anywhere except down to those chests. And those side doors are down on this level. I think, right? Yeah. Two side doors down here. Right, and then when we go into here, we have the windy room, and there was nothing branching off of this. And then we have the other end down here. And if I'm not mistaken, there was nothing branching off out of that room either. Okay, see, more baby zombies. Yeah, that doesn't help. Wow, these guys are tough. Whoops. I fell off that ladder. That's not a good thing. There we go. Don't worry, there's plenty more for you too. Wow, he's tough. Can I reach him with a sword from here? Oh, yeah, I can. Hello, my children. Wow, these guys are tough, man. Yeah, they're still coming out. I can hear more of them over there. Right on the other side of the wall. Wow, they are tough, huh? And if I'm not mistaken, these are both baby zombies. Oh, well, you can't see it now, but... You little so-and-sos. Regen potion for them. Hey, taters! Sup, nerds? You should be an expert on them now. Yeah, indeed. Taters, how you doing? How's the equestrian stuff going? Yeah, so I haven't missed any passages here. I think this is just a very, very small trial chamber. Yeah. Doing all right, sir. Been doing a fine job of adulting, if I do say myself. Oh, okay. Dare I ask? Are you making well on your responsibilities? Okay, I think we're good here. The equestrian stuff has been good. Rode today, and he was super good today. Is it common for stallions? Or, let me see, trying to remember my terminology. That would probably be a gelding, maybe? Depending. To be designated for riding? Geldings, yes. Okay, cool. Because I think they only have the mares for riding for the most part, right? I think. But I'm not sure. Like I said, I was a wee lad when we had horses, so yes and nope. Okay. Just as well behaved, if not more. Oh, yeah. The horse I lease is a gelding. Yeah. Okay, cool. The goodest boy. Aw. Have you posted any pics of any of that stuff in any of our discords? Chris's Discord or because I think you have. Heading on back. So I have to remember you. I have to be very careful here. I still have the bad omen effect on me, so I need to drink some milk. But the adulting stuff has been me signing up for therapy for my anxiety stuff, and finally finding something I want to. Oh, nice! I can post some more. Oh, please do. Do you mind me asking about the college stuff? What would you think that you would like to study? It's like an architect course, but more technical. More technical than an architecture course. Is it like architectural engineering kind of thing? I went and left my... Oh, this is not good. So I left my... my ender chest there. And the ender chest has the milk in it. And yeah, not good. And they have 3 branches that you focus on. Go more in depth on the second year, after you've made your decision, yes. So my older son was considering that too. So he entered the engineering program out of state, and he's there now. He's in his second year. So the first year is a general engineering kind of course if you hadn't decided on what particular branch you would like to enter. And he decided to go electrical engineering. God bless him. But he was considering architectural or more like civil engineering. He was considering that for a bit. Yeah, so he's in year 2 now. So about, I would say, halfway through year one, he had pretty much made the decision for electrical engineering, and then the rest is history. All right, this is what I needed to do here, people. I was a little hasty, and hopefully, I forget how many blocks the range is from a village. To activate that. I hope I was far enough away. Yeah, see, this is what I need. So let's just do this right away. No, hands, please. There. Yeah, see? And I made such a big deal about this at the beginning of the stream, too. All right, now we're good. We can take this and we can put this in here and there like that. We can put that in there like that. Let's get that out of left hand because that'll cause problems. I didn't leave anything behind here. No, I'm good there. All right, now we can head back. That's very cool. I did the architectural drafting stuff when I was in high school, and then I took about 1 year of it at Votech, like junior college kind of thing. My uncle did that. He was an architect. So I do have a little bit of background in there, but I mean, that was so long ago. It was like more than 40 years ago. So that Thunderhand is long gone. I posted some pings and pinged ya. Thanks. Yeah, I'm quite excited about it. It is cool to have a direction, right? To settle upon something. You know what? And even if at some point you decide, oh, I don't like this, I want to do something else. Now I'm not sure about the university system over there on the continent, but your first year you have a lot of prerequisite courses, usually here in the U.S. Just general math courses, English courses, history, things like that, prerequisite courses. So even if you change your mind, at least you have those preliminary courses done, and it's not so bad to do. Changing your mind like in the first year or like in the second year is still okay. So just choose something and go for it like you did. And if you can, even if you feel like you get into your third year, you feel like you want to change, at least finish that degree before you change. You're still young. You have plenty of time. I've been so lost on it, and it has been so frustrating. Yeah, it's getting all the background in on it. That's the hardest thing. Getting all your groundwork, coursework in there and stuff, right? That is the one drawback about doing things later, right? Is you have to play catch up. All right, let's see if now we do not have bad omen. We should be okay. Iron Farm looks like it's all right. No pillagers over there. I think things are all right here. Yes. Okay, we're good. All right. Let's spend the last few minutes of the stream here. We have 60 minutes left. Let's go over to the Bad Omen Farm and let's just do a little bit of work over there. Luckily, I knew at 17 I wanted to work on aircraft. Yeah, it's cool. When I was working at the school, I would have to be an advisor for anywhere between 1 and 5 students each year. Apart from being the math teacher, the math department chair, and the assistant principal, I would have to do things like that occasionally. And yeah, some students, Some of them are nuts. They're nuts in a good way. They're like freshmen, or so they're 14 years old, and they're like, "Yep, I want to be this." And it's like, cool. It's great that you have direction, and so we can help them out. We can help set them up for everything. And others, they're still in their senior year and they don't know what to do, but we can still help them. I didn't get my master's degree until I was in my 40s. So, yeah, I looked into aircraft stuff as well. It was interesting, but it wasn't really sold on the idea. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you have too many interests like that. It's hard to choose one, but I remember my advisors telling my classmates when they were young, just pick something. It's okay. You can always change later, and you'll get most of your prerequisites out of the way, right? So, but when you do it later, it is harder to do it later, but you can always do it. Believe me, getting a master's degree at the age of 40 was difficult to do. When I had, a very demanding wife, and I had infant children and stuff, and working at the same time, that was hard to do. Competing with the 20-year-olds, that was hard. All right, now, the kind of farm I'm building here is not necessarily the most efficient farm, but we don't really need a hyper-efficient farm for this kind of thing. Not too many folks are into the trial chambers and all of that, and, once I get those Windburst books, if I decide to even go for the Windburst 3, then there's really no need for this. And so I want to make a kind of decorative farm that looks kind of cool. And that's my motivation here. So I think I can sleep even though those guys are below me. Is this far enough away right here? Yes, good. Harr. Yeah, we all know you're down there. Now we have this guy over here. All right. Let's eat something. Oh, wow. So what I'm doing here is I'm excavating underneath. And then I'm using those materials to build the topside stuff. So that's my plan anyway. And, I could do things to, try to prevent the spawns and stuff like that, because it's kind of annoying working away and then having these guys spawn in. But like I said, it's not that big of a deal, so I don't really care. I'm doing fine here. So right now I'm just building out the spawn pad. And even though I've wiped out quite a bit of the biome, a good chunk of it, several chunks of it, there's still enough of the biome left where it looks really beautiful around here in this cherry grove biome. So we got some bumblebees. Wow, my hands are really struggling today. Hands, please. I know you're old, but come on. Just do the thing. All right, now we have to go down below and we have to go get ourselves some... Look at all these fools. look at all these dudes. You know what's cool? If you line these guys up just right, they're so dumb they'll shoot each other. Especially topside, when you have a nice open flat surface, they'll do each other in. It's hilarious. All right, please just let me work. Please. Oh, okay. You got some Bad Omen 5 for me there, dude? Huh? No. Just Bad Omen. The not so bad Bad Omen. I want the worst of omens. All right, now just, please, just let me dig a little bit. I just need a little dirt for topside, that's all. All right, and let me see. I can just go grab this stuff and we'll bring it down another layer. Guys, leave me alone. Just let me dig. Now, we are getting a little low on the health and the armor here. All right. Let's deal with this. See, if you... See, they'll do each other in. It's hilarious. Yeah, you want to take care of that dude for me? Thank you. Har, friendly fire. Har. All right. Yeah, you know, if you could just let me get a little bit of dirt, that would be great. Yeah. Please. All right. Let me see, like this. And so I'm just skimming off layer by layer here. Getting me raw materials. Get some Bad Omen 5 for me there, dude. Hmm? Bad Omen 2? Come on. What? All right. See how the armor's holding up? Just fine. Sometimes the farm works a little too well, you know what I'm saying? Of course, this is like the dumbest way to build this farm. So I think the spawn box is something like 72 by 72 by 58. That volume of box centered around the pillager tower. So that's why I'm clearing out in this zone here. And the spawn platforms along the top. Yeah. Because then you limit the spawns to just the platform. They can't spawn anywhere else. And then you can put something up there, topside, to distract them, to lure them in to a kill area, right? And then just whack them. Oh, somebody got the memo on the TPS reports. Ooh, there are a lot of dudes here. So we have, let me see, we have 4 allays here, which is kind of cool. Man, I am much eat. I am going to snooze after your stream. The stream has 2 more minutes. We're wrapping it up now, as a matter of fact. Wow, really? Yeah. No Bad Omen 5. It was early hours today. I feel it, Ock. And then you're going to build some base, right? Yeah, maybe. I've been procrastinating on that long enough, Lone. Because I have been hinting about the super cool build for this season. And I do have the mechanic for it working. So the thing I wanted to try seems like it's going to work. So I have a little bit of 3D modeling stuff I have to do. But I pretty much got that worked out too. So now it's just making myself do it. And I don't know why I'm holding off on it. As far as, you know, just the base itself is concerned, though, the entire island is the base, really. So I'm just talking about, like, the main build feature for the base. Now, it's cool letting this grass grow in here because it's a nice shade of green for the Cherry Grove biome, so... What I would like to see is one of the villagers make the bees upset and see the bees attack the villagers. That would be cool. And by villagers, I mean pillagers. With a P. The gray-skinned grumblies. All right, I'm just going to finish out this corner here, and then I'll call it. So, please. Arr, it's my only job. Arr. Of course, I guess I'm asking for trouble just doing this at nighttime. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at these clowns. Look at you guys. So you really have nothing else better to do? No, they don't. Yeah. Nothing good there. And I think this will about do it. Let's head back home while we still can. Let's see. Now, I'll bring some of this stuff with me. I'll leave some of this stuff behind. Yeah, like that. That's good. Let's get out of here before we get another party coming through here. And then we'll log out over at the base. And we'll see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. Right, I need to cross here. How do I find my way back home? Once again, running through the nether without any gold, but not worried in the least. Then I'll have, after I log off the stream, have myself a little bit of lunch. And then maybe, since Kachi's on spring break, maybe I'll have him show me some Blender stuff. Good. Hopefully I'll post some pics. Some development pics. Let you guys see some of what I'm thinking without revealing too much of it. Okay, here we are. Back home. Hey, Huxley, old boy. And we can go set our render distance. Temporarily bump this thing up full blast. That should be good. Apply like that. Done. 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 Let me log out from here. Now, if we do this right, we get all these chunks to render in. You can see the entire base from here. It's really cool. There we go. It's all coming in now. Just gotta be patient. Let it do its thing. Pan around a little bit. I love this scene here with a big mountain. That's really cool. Then if you look over here, you can see part of OPG's base right there. We're still a little too far west to see Nova's base. Oh, wait, no. We might be able to see a very, very little bit of it. You should be able to see maybe his wall in his docking area. No, just out of range. His base is right there. There's the mob farm, southern mob farm. Really cool. And our entire base is right here. The island looks much smaller when you render it all in. And maybe we can do that for our screenshot, for our thumbnail. That's always some cool stuff. All right. Let's log out. Head over to the cam scene. And let's check out the situation. Oh, Jeannie's streaming right now. I haven't seen Jeannie in quite some time, actually. Oh, wait, did we? That's not exactly true. We were in on her stream last week, I think. Thunder raid now. I'm going to build my base. Yeah, let's see. Let's do this. Yeah, I think I just rated Jeannie last week. But I'm going to rate her again anyway. Just for Lone Star. Let's do this. No, I'm just messing. So, viewers, you can see the raid message up there in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us on this raid. And said raid is counting down for fellow buffoon and good friend Cheska's Genie. Family-friendly viewers, be advised that her stream is intended for mature audiences. There's some language and stuff in there, but she is super cool. She's a fellow buffoon, so chances are there are folks in there with whom you're going to be familiar. And on that, I would just like to say thank you, everybody, for showing up today. It was fun. It was fun. You know, I didn't have a lot planned today, but I don't know. I think it was still funny. I can't believe I died in a trial chamber. Still. Anyways, just remember that we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Kachi time. And the stream following that will be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be Generations, and we should be on the Baby Zombie Rush beta world. Cranking the redstone, doing the redstone thing. Okay, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time, raiding out to Cheska's Genie right now. Bye for now, everyone.